Hi, why don't you tell us your name and the role you play in Scrooge?
Hey everyone, I'm Valerie Hubbard, and the role I'm playing today in our Scrooge production is the Ghost of Christmas Present.
And you have a fair amount of acting experience.
Yes, I do. I've been acting for my whole life. I've been acting professionally 32 years.
And you even have a company for actors.
I do. I have a company called Actors Fast Track.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So, you know your chops. Why don't you tell us about the message of Scrooge, why that's important to us today, and how your character plays an important part in that message?
Well, Scrooge is about a man going from stuck to unstuck. And I think that, me included, all of us have been stuck in life, whether it was because of a loss of life, a loss of job, a loss of hope, um, um, upset, disillusioned, feeling hopeless, I think is a big word that I've been hearing a lot lately. And we get drowning in that hopelessness, and we take care of ourselves, and we forget that we're all in this boat together. And Scrooge has forgotten that. He's stuck in his life. He doesn't care about anyone, and he's disillusioned. He's just a grumpy, grumpy old man. And in this play, he has a transformation. And I'm part of that. The Ghost of Christmas Present is about, to me right now, the most important ghost, because what is happening presently in our lives, we had a beautiful sermon about this today, is that it is our job as Christians to give the love and show the love for everyone, no matter what their skin color is or what their religion is to love people, and we can love each other and realize that we're all in this boat together. And I believe that I bring that message to Scrooge. The Ghost of Christmas Present brings that message of love to Scrooge by showing the Cratchit family and showing that, yes, if the future doesn't alter, that the boy will die, and that Scrooge himself can change that. He can transform that experience.
Excellent. Thank you for your time today, Valerie.
You're welcome.
Look forward to seeing you on stage.
Okay.
Please just tell us your name and the role you play in Scrooge.
My name is Betsy Baker, or Betsy Baker Newell, and I play the role of the first spirit in the role of Scrooge.
So this would be the spirit of Christmas past.
It is the spirit of Christmas past.
And how long have you been acting?
I was acting probably ever since elementary school and high school and college, and then for a short time after that, and then I stopped for a while, raised a family and had another business, and then I returned to acting. So I cover almost 2 centuries.
Stage, screen, TV, film.
A lot
You
of
name it.
stage. I do more film and TV now.
Okay. And what is the message of the story, or specifically maybe how does your character play a role in bringing about a transformation for Scrooge?
Well, I think the role of the first spirit is part of the transformation of Scrooge. You know, he goes through life, or his later part of life, as a very angry, unhappy, bitter man, and looking back and seeing what he could have done, what he did do and what he didn't do, and what he wasn't able to do, transforms him. And I think the first spirit helps him do that.
Great. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Merry Christmas.
Hi, will you tell us your name and your role that you're playing,
Yeah,
roles that you're playing in
roles.
Scrooge?
I'm Glenn Longacre, and we put together this script from 7 versions of Scrooge, dating back all the way to 1935. We watched about 7 different movies and put together mostly from the Patrick Stewart version because we liked the updated version. We didn't want to mess with accents. So also we wanted to make it a special tribute for Richard Kitrow, who is the star of Scrooge. My role is kind of multi-purpose. we started at BPC Church with the first experience of environmental projection on the walls last Christmas. So we decided we'd love to use virtual sets based on that. Limit our big set changes and set pieces. And the virtual sets are helping tremendously, and I can incorporate videos with that too. So I've been building the videos and constructing the underscore to go along with the music with the choir as well. So I'm kind of multi-purpose, different hats for this production.
And written some original songs?
Oh yeah,
Or
most of it's original.
Okay.
A couple of things we picked from like Leslie Berceuse, but mostly original.
So about a dozen original songs, is that right?
There's 10.
10, okay.
Yeah.
And choreography? Which,
Yeah, we just throw a little dance in there
Some
for a
dancing.
Fezziwig scene. It's a lot of fun. And,
Great.
A couple other places, small little dances. Fred's house, where the nephew of Scrooge gets together and they're playing a game. And then of course all the blocking. That's interesting how we try to fit 40 people on stage with a small stage.
and you're effectively directing as well.
Yes.
Okay, great. And just to give people a little flavor, I mean, this will still be period as far as costumes and the set.
Yes, 1860-ish.
Digital set, although
Digital set.
it will
You'll
look
see.
like England.
Yeah, you'll have Victorian Upper London on the environmental projection on the walls,
Mhm.
and then specific scenes within Scrooge, for example, his bedroom, for example, the ghost's entrances, all those have to be recreated and kind of make it dynamic. So I've underscored a lot of that too.
Great. Can you tell us sort of why now, why this, especially also like why the pieces that you did pick are important for our world today to hear this story again?
We're trying to freshen it up. We don't want to go too far into Charles Dickens, make it relevant language-wise for everybody to understand, and bring the Christian element very strongly into it. You know, there's an old version of a musical called The Gospel According to Scrooge. I started from there and quickly got away from that because it was just too far in that direction.
Yeah.
And we lost the real flavor and essence of Scrooge.
Okay.
And of course, Richard's going to be fantastic. He's bringing the real essence back into it. And you know, with this wonderful choir, it's going to be just glorious, I think.
And some casts are professional actors, and or they've been
Yeah.
acting for many years, and others are from the congregation. We have children as well.
Exactly.
Great.
Yeah, so a really nice blend and just some wonderful vignettes all
Yeah.
the way through it.
It's really looking like it's going to be a really great show.
It's going to be great. We're keeping our fingers crossed.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Sure. Thanks, Eric.
All right. Well, will you please tell us your name and role?
Well, I'm Dick Kitzrow, and I'm playing Scrooge.
And,
Bah humbug.
and you've got quite many years of acting experience. How long have you been acting?
Well, I've been acting actually since high school, you know,
Okay.
and on and off. But I worked in the theater, professional theater, for 30 years.
Okay. Wow. And you've played Scrooge before?
Well, I
Or
played
been in-
Scrooge here. We did a wonderful reading version of it, but no music or any of those kind of luxuries that we're incorporating in this production.
So that's what makes this one different from what
Oh yes, and it's really Dickens, you know, rather than cut down version. It still has to be cut, of course, but this is very special.
it's the whole story
Yes,
with music, costume,
absolutely. You know,
sets, everything. Okay.
absolutely.
So how, in your opinion, how is it relevant to us today?
Oh my gosh,
What-
it just hits me all the time. I think it's also embodies what this church is all about, with things like the Giving Spirit, where we take care of homeless people and so forth. And here's a man who didn't give a darn about what was happening in his world, and it's his transformation that as he sees what's happening to people because of his neglect.
So what is it that transforms him, in your opinion, coming at it from the point of view of character?
Well, I think every moment of it, he threw away romance in his life. He threw away children. He threw away just so many chances for happiness in pursuit of money and material goods, and there's a lesson in that for all of us. So.
Right. Well, thank you for your time today. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.